Good morning, my dear students. Today we are discussing about sedative and hypnotics. Sedative, it is a drug that subdues excitement and calm the subject without inducing sleep. Though drowsiness may be produced, sedation may be, that means it will decrease the responsiveness to any level of stimulation and is associated with some decrease in motor activity and ideation. Okay, that means it won't cause any sleep condition, but it will reduce only anxiety and calm the patient. Why? But hypnotics is a drug that induces sleep resembling natural sleep. Okay, so that means it will be similar to the normal arousable sleep, but it should not be confused with the hypnosis. Hypnosis is different, in which the person will become trance-like state and passive and highly suggestible, with what we can make him think what we are asking for. Okay, so but hypnotics are quietly different, and these drugs that initiate and maintain the normal sleep condition. Okay, so what is the main differences between the sedative and hypnotics is, these are the differences. A drug that reduces excitement calms the subject is a sedative. A drug which produces sleep resembling natural sleep is a hypnotic. And sedatives in therapeutic doses or anxiolytic agents, these are used for initiation or maintenance of sleep. Most sedatives in larger doses produce hypnosis, that means a trance-like state in which the subject will become passive and highly suggestible, that is with only sedatives. And hypnotics in higher doses produce general anesthesia. The site of action is on the limbic system, which regulates thought and mental function. Okay, but for hypnotic, site of action is on the midbrain and ascending RAS, which maintain wakefulness. Okay, so that means RAS means reticular activating system. Okay, so these are the main differences between sedatives and hypnotics. And coming to the sleep condition, daily what we sleep, it will have mainly 4 stages. Okay, these stages are mainly divided into stage 0, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4. Okay, so coming to stage 0 sleep, it is a awake, that means from lying down to falling asleep. And in this condition, normally occasional nocturnal awakenings will be produced. It will constitute only 1 to 2% of the sleep time. Okay, but coming to stage 1, it is alpha activity and theta waves will be present. Okay, so eye movements are reduced, but there may be bursts of rolling, neck muscles relax, occupies 3 to 6% of sleep time. That means immediately after falling in fall of our body on the bed, we will feel very relaxed. Will relax first our neck muscles, then our eye movements. Okay, but in stage 2, it is called as unequivocal sleep. It is consists of delta, theta and scale complexes. Okay, mostly 40 to 50% of the sleep time is present in this stage only, and these little eye movements will be produced, and subjects are easily arousable in this condition. Okay, why? Because sensory stimulation is present in this condition. Okay, and stage 3 condition, and this stage 2, mainly non REM sleep is present. Non REM means rapid eye movement will not be present. Okay, so if a rapid eye movement means our eyes will be moving here and there, roving of eyes will be present, and we are in some thinking state. But non REM state will be a deep condition in which there is no complete eye movement. Okay, so coming to stage 3, deep sleep transition. In this, EEG shows theta, delta and spindle activity. K complexes can be evoked. Eye movements are few. Subjects are not easily arousable. That means this is a deep sleep condition which consists of 5 to 8% of our sleep time. See, in our whole time, 40 to 50% will be we are moving here and That means our thoughts will be roaming. That's why we'll get dreams. Our thoughts will be somewhere like that. But in stage 3 only, that main sleep duration without any disturbance will sleep is this 5 to 8% only. And in stage 4 cerebral sleep, this mainly eyes are practically fixed, subjects are difficult to arouse, sometimes night terror may occur at this time. It comprises 10 to 20% of sleep time. Okay, and coming to REM sleep. um, REM sleep means mainly paradoxical sleep. This condition is mainly having EEG has waves of all frequency. K complexes cannot be elicited. There are marked irregular and darting eye movements. Dreams and nightmares occur, which may be recalled if the subject is irregular. But in this REM sleep, there is muscles are fully relaxed, but irregular body movements occur occasionally. Okay, so these are the different stages of sleep condition. Okay, normally stage 0 to 4 and REM occur in succession over a period of 80 to 100 minutes. Okay, then stages 1 to 4 REM are repeated clinically. Okay, so that means this is a cyclic process when which will arouse and sleep, everything, these sleep conditions will be normalized. Okay, and also heart, mainly in the stage 2, 3 and 4, heart rate, blood pressure and respiration are steady and muscles are relaxed. Okay, and in stage 3 and 4 together are called slow wave sleep. These stage 3 and 4 completely together are called slow wave sleep. Both will have the complete deep sleep time. That's why. Okay, so this is the different stages of sleep. And coming to classification of sedative and hypnotics, these are mainly categorized into benzodiazepines, barbiturates and miscellaneous drugs are newer non-benzodiazepines. Coming to benzodiazepines, there are short acting, intermediate acting, long acting. In short acting benzodiazepines and barbiturates will have that it is categorized again into hypnotic, anti-anxiety and anti-convulsant. Okay, coming to benzodiazepines, according to duration of action, these short acting are triazolam, intermediate are alprazolam, lorazepam, estrazolam, oxazepam, temazepam, and long acting are clorazepate, chlordiazepoxide, diazepam, flurazepam, quazepam, prazepam, nitrazepam, etc. Okay, long acting means these will act for 24 to 72 hours. Okay, and these benzodiazepines, especially chlorodiazepoxide and diazepam, was the first benzodiazepine introduced around 1960 as anti-anxiety drugs. Pharmacological actions are it includes sedation and hypnotics, mainly reduction in anxiety, anesthetic, muscle relaxation, anticonvulsant action, amnesia, other actions such as decrease nocturnal gastric secretion and prevent stress ulcers. Okay, so these benzodiazepines, these are also has mainly three actions: hypnotic, anti-anxiety, anti-convulsant. You can see in tripartite classification DF-NAT for hypnotic, that is a code for DF-NAT: diazepam, flurazepam, nitrazepam, alprazolam, temazepam and triazolam. And anti-anxiety D-COLA: diazepam, chlordiazepoxide, oxazepam, lorazepam, alprazolam. And anticonvulsant DLCC: diazepam, lorazepam, clonazepam and clobazam. Okay, so coming to mechanism of action of benzodiazepines, these mainly act on the site of GABA, gamma amino butyric acid is the main principal inhibitory neurotransmitter of the CNS and acts through GABA receptors through benzodiazepine receptor. So where this receptor is mainly present means alpha by gamma site. So in our GABA receptor, especially the site, benzodiazepine receptor site is alpha by gamma. Okay, these receptor mainly increases the, whenever the drug comes and attaches at this site, immediately there is increased flow of chloride into the neurons, resulting in hyperpolarization. This result in inhibition of propagation of action potential, further result in inhibitory effect on different sides of the brain, especially motor cortex and limbic system. Okay, and coming to the pharmacokinetics, these benzodiazepines are completely absorbed on oral administration. Okay, intramuscular absorption is very slow, and hence oral route is preferred. They are extensively bound to plasma protein, metabolized in the liver and excreted through kidneys. Okay, and these benzodiazepines mainly, it is having antagonist as a bicuculline. Okay, bicuculline is mainly antagonizes benzodiazepine site also in a non-competitive manner. Okay, and also there is another one, flumazenil. This flumazenil is another antagonist for benzodiazepine. It acts mainly at the specific site as a competitive antagonist. Okay, so these are benzodiazepine inverse agonists like dimethoxyethyl carbomethoxy beta carbolane, DMCM. What is that? Benzodiazepine inverse agonist like dimethoxyethyl carbomethoxy beta carbolane, DMCM, inhibit GABA action and or convulsions. Okay, so this main competitive antagonist is flumazenil. It blocks the main sedative action of benzodiazepines as well as the convulsant action of DMCM. Okay, so these are the main actions of benzodiazepines. And coming to adverse effects, it causes ataxia, motor incoordination, cognitive impairment, and hangover, sleep tendency, drowsiness, confusion, especially in long acting drugs, tolerance, physical and psychological dependence. Withdrawal symptoms will be rebound insomnia. Insomnia means sleeplessness, anorexia, anxiety, agitation, tremors, and convulsion. So I think you know the meaning of all these words. Anorexia is a decrease in appetite. Okay, and drug interactions, synergistic effect with other CNS depressants, enzyme modulators, rifampicin decreases half-life, cimetidine increases half-life, skin rash, teratogenic effect. Okay, so flumazenil is a selective competitive antagonist as we discussed earlier. Okay, it also blocks the actions of benzodiazepines, zaleplon and zolpidem, but not other sedative hypnotics. Okay, it also blocks psychomotor, cognitive and memory impairment of benzodiazepines. Okay, so here we can take care of using benzodiazepines, especially careful monitoring and dedication of medication regimen should be there. These benzodiazepines are schedule 4 drug, so patient should be assessed for drug abuse and potential and dependence, and also it will have pregnancy risk, so the careful monitoring should be there. These also increase intraocular pressure with narrow angle glaucoma patients, and also liver and kidney function should also be monitored, and respiratory depression may result in if the patient is taking other CNS depressants. Common side effects include drowsiness and dizziness. If the patient receives an overdose of benzodiazepine, flumazenil should be administered to reverse the CNS depression. Flumazenil brand name is Romazicon. Okay, and normally what we will do, overdose oxygen and resuscitation equipment should be nearby to treat respiratory depression, and it should not, these drugs should not be mixed with other drugs which precipitate the actions and irritate to the veins. And patient teaching including avoiding alcohol, OTC drugs, and also it should due to CNS depression everything should be monitored. Okay, So these are other actions which we can take care of that. Okay. So